Have you ever heard a voice call your name when no one was there? Well, tonight, we're diving into a super cool story about a boy who heard a voice, and it changed everything. Our story begins late one night in the temple, a special place where people went to be close to God. A young boy named Samuel was fast asleep. Suddenly, a voice called out, "Samuel! Samuel!" Samuel's eyes popped open. He sat up, rubbing his sleepy eyes. Who could be calling him? He jumped out of bed, his little feet pattering on the cool stone floor, and ran to the room where the old priest, Eli, was sleeping. "Here I am. You called me," Samuel said, a little out of breath. Eli, who was very old and couldn't see very well, stirred in his sleep. He looked puzzled. I didn't call you, my boy. Go back to bed." So, Samuel padded back to his room, crawled under his cozy blanket, and closed his eyes. But just as he was drifting off, "Samuel! Samuel!" There it was again, that same voice. This time, he was sure he heard it. He hopped out of bed even faster and scurried back to Eli's room. "You called me. I'm here," he said, a little more certain this time. Eli squinted, looking even more confused. "My son, I did not call. Go and lie down." He gave a gentle, reassuring smile. Samuel walked back to his bed, scratching his head. This was getting weird. Was he dreaming? He lay down again, pulling the covers up to his chin. He listened carefully. The temple was quiet, except for the soft flicker of the lamp. The voice called for a third time. Okay, this was definitely not a dream. Samuel leaped from his bed and ran to Eli as fast as his legs could carry him. He stood before the old priest and said, "Here I am, for you did call me." This time, a knowing look came over Eli's face. His eyes, though dim, lit up with understanding. He finally realized what was happening. It wasn't him calling Samuel. It was God. Eli looked kindly at the young boy. He put a gentle hand on Samuel's shoulder and said, "Go, lie down. And if he calls you again, you shall say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" And sure enough, the voice came again, clearer than ever before. "Samuel, Samuel." Samuel's heart was probably beating like a drum. God was calling him. Wow. He returned to his bed, but this time, he didn't try to sleep. He lay there, wide awake, waiting and listening with all his might. Samuel sat up. He took a deep breath, and just as Eli had told him, he replied, "Speak, for your servant is listening." And that night, God spoke to Samuel and shared important things with him. It was the beginning of an amazing journey for Samuel, who grew up to be a great prophet, always listening for God's voice. So, what does this awesome story from long ago mean for us today? It's a super important lesson. God still speaks to us. Just like he spoke to Samuel, he wants to talk to us, too. But sometimes, it's hard to hear him, isn't it? Our world is so noisy. It's like trying to hear a whisper in the middle of a loud party. We have phones buzzing with notifications, TVs blaring, friends talking, and our own thoughts racing a million miles an hour. All these things can be like giant headphones, blocking out that quiet, gentle voice. God's voice isn't usually a loud shout. It's more like a gentle nudge, a quiet thought, or a feeling deep in our hearts. The big question isn't, does God still speak? The real question is, are we learning to listen? Think about it. Maybe you're a student trying to decide which friends to hang out with, or what to do after school. You might feel a little nudge inside, a feeling that one choice is better than another. That could be God guiding you. Or maybe you're a parent, juggling a million things at once. Work, chores, taking care of everyone. You might suddenly have a thought to pray for one of your kids, or to say something kind to your partner, even when you're stressed. That gentle idea, that could be God speaking into your busy day. Sometimes, it's a repeated thought that just won't go away, an idea to help someone, to be more patient, or to read a story in the Bible that seems to pop into your head over and over. It's like a little light bulb going on in your heart. When you feel that nudge, that's your chance to be like Samuel. We can learn to hear God's voice when we make time to be quiet. Just like Samuel in the quiet temple, we need to find our own quiet place. Maybe it's a few minutes before bed, or on a walk outside, or just sitting silently in your room. We can turn off the noise and say, God, I'm here. I'm listening. We can also listen by reading the Bible. The Bible is like God's great letter to us, filled with His wisdom, promises, and love. As we read it, God can speak to our hearts through the stories and verses. And we can listen through prayer, not just talking to God, but taking time to be still and let Him speak back to our hearts. Just like Eli helped Samuel understand, we can also ask wise, trusted people, like our parents, pastors, or good friends, to help us figure out what God might be saying. So, the next time you feel that gentle nudge, or have that quiet thought that encourages you to do something good and loving, don't just ignore it. Pause for a moment. It might just be God calling your name. Samuel's story shows us that God wants a relationship with us, no matter how young or old we are. He has amazing plans for each and every one of us, and He wants to guide us every step of the way. All we have to do is learn to quiet the noise around us and inside us, and whisper back, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." God is still speaking today. The question is, are you listening? Thanks for watching with us. If you love this story and want more fun, faith-filled videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community. We'll see you next time.